Listen to me. I don't care if nobody else told you today. I came to remind you of something that might just change your life. God sees you. Yeah, you, the one holding it all together on the outside while falling apart on the inside. You ain't invisible. You're not forgotten. You're not abandoned. You think he don't know what you're going through? You think he ain't watching those late nights when you're staring at the ceiling, praying, crying, wondering how you're gonna make it to the next day? He saw it. He sees it. You tired, right? Tired of trying, tired of fighting, tired of pretending, tired of being strong for everybody else? But I came here to tell you, just because you're tired doesn't mean you're finished. You're in the struggle, you're in the fight, but guess what? You're being forged. Steel don't get stronger without heat. Diamonds don't shine without pressure. You're not being punished, you're being prepared. You prayed for strength, and now you're in a situation where you have to be strong. You asked for growth, and now you're uncomfortable. That's not a coincidence. That's God doing his work.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world premiere Word on the Streets, an experience like no other. If you haven't already, do yourself a favor. Subscribe, like, and share. This journey is for those who are ready for a spark of truth and transformation. Our hosts doesn't just talk. They pour wisdom, drawn from real-life moments, raw lessons, and unapologetic truth. If you're done with simply existing and ready to start truly living, this is your signal to tune in. So without further ado, make some noise for the one and only, the unstoppable extraordinaire, and the amazing Keith Fletcher.
Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, Extra and Fletcher.
And good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the world premiere Word on the Streets. I am extraordinaire. And of course, friends, you all know him, the amazing, the one and only, Mr. Keith Fletcher.
How you doing out there? How you doing? How you doing?
Yes, sir, Mr. Fletcher. How you doing, my brother?
Man, doing well. Long day, extraordinary. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing well too, man. It's good to see your face, man.
Vice versa, man. Vice versa.
Yeah, out there in the wonderful great city of Dallas, Texas. Man, I don't. So what you did today, brother? What did you do today? What filled your world up today?
So, I got up, man. Like I said, got up 3:30 this morning. Gave it out honor to the Most High. All praise to Him, and then went to the gym, got me the workout on, man. Came back. I did a show on a show on Facebook. What I think it was is what you know, what you don't know, what you think you know, and what they telling you could be holding you back, could be stopping you from going forward. But I did a show on that. Then did some training. Had me and my daughter got on, did some AI training for small business, learning some AI with my daughter, man. I'm excited about that. But that's why I said it's been a long day. Been a long day, man.
Oh, wow, man. Sound like a fulfilling day.
Oh yeah, it was a good day, man. It was, like I say, it didn't take me no nap today.
Yeah. That's a long day, especially when you say what you got up at around 3:30. That's a long day.
Oh, yeah, but I'm used to that part. Just walking through it, man, and it worked out with a little bit. I think I worked out a little bit too hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling it, but we here, man. I'm here. I'm excited. We're here. Made it to the show. You know what I'm saying? Did the class. Now we here doing this. So it's all right. I'm gonna go run me a bubble bath, and sit in there after this. And put my headphones on and relax.
And that's the exciting thing, man. That is the exciting part. Even though you had a long day like that, and I had a pretty long day myself. As you know, I kept you informed. We had internet outage in the neighborhood all evening, pretty basically yesterday. Couldn't get much of anything done. besides our show, there's, pretty much everything you do is online now. So I had a lot of stuff undone that I had to catch up on. And my day was somewhat similar to yours. I got my exercise in through walking, something I enjoy doing now because I just love being out there with Mother Nature and getting an opportunity to walk up and down around the block in the neighborhood, feeling the cool breeze, and then sitting out in the back with a fresh hot cup of coffee and listening to the birds sing, and having some me time and some spiritual time, just me, the atmosphere, and all of that tranquility, good stuff, keeping my mind right. So yeah, I it was a fulfilling day, a long night last night, and a very exciting day today. But as I was getting ready to say, even though you had a long day, been up since 3:30, I remember our last conversation, and you and I both were so excited. And the thing that we were excited about is that doesn't it feel good to be in your purpose, in your zone? And you was telling me about, you just, man, you smashing it. Friends, if you all don't know, this brother is smashing it on his live stream on Facebook. And you all, if you haven't checked him out, you really do need to check him out. I mean, the brother is really putting it out there. He's giving it to you passionately, and it's just some good stuff. And so, and I was excited with him and for him that he's blooming like a rose, like a bouquet, just blooming. And he and I both were rejoicing about how good it feels to walk in your skin, to be in your lane, to walk in your passion. And this is what this show is about tonight: is walking in your passion. Go ahead on, my brother, before I just talk too much.
No, you good. I had a show. I was just giving a little bit what I talked about this morning. It was thing I wanted to point. They asked people what's the to be wealthy, what it takes to be wealthy. They had some thing. They said hard work. What I'm saying? It was 84% of people to put in hard work, working hard. That's how you get the wealth. And I was talking about that. They did a survey, and 84% was hard work, but they had some more who things like that. But investing was at number 30. It was 31%. And I was telling about us, we got to change the way we think. We got to use that work and put them together. Hard work is back in the day. We used to work hard. We were told to work hard, but it's a better way. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, what you think you know, what you don't know, what somebody told you could be hurting you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we are, man. That's like this next show right now. We telling you things that can help you improve your life. Just turn that knob, to another frequency and get you on the right track, man. So that's what we're talking about here. That's what I'm talking about. The whole thing. I love talking about finance.
Yeah, that's real good, man. That's real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does, man. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I was just getting ready to ask you, man. In my, sometime I'm long-winded, folks. Y'all got to just forgive me. But I was just getting ready to ask him next, man. What did you talk about? So, and he went right into it. But man, don't be shy. Give us a little bit more Kool-Aid, or what else you talked about in that show
Well,
today.
like I said, like also what's stopping us for finance, and also what you've been told as a child. You know what I'm saying? What somebody told you, your family, your friends, your teacher, what they done told you is stopping you too. You know what I'm saying? And me and Jordan now we talk about you need that person, you know what I'm saying, that winner, that cheerleader, the cheer you on, that see something in you, then guide and help you uplift you and say, no, that's not you. That helped me in my life a lot. I was reading the Bible and talking about Abraham. I when the Most High told Abraham to leave his family and friends. They're gonna always remember you as Abel. We want you to be Abraham, so he moved them away from them. So that's what we said. We got to give it the right people, put the right people around you. Like I said, we building this community to have the right people tell you that you are more than what you think you are. You have so much inside of you. You know what I'm saying? What are you looking for? It's looking for you. So that's another thing we're talking about. These are things that can just turn the knob that can help you out in life. So that also learning about investing. You know what I'm saying? Understanding like the stock market is down right now. Everything you see is down, and people get scared. Oh, the market is down. I'm taking my money out. And I'm like, no, don't take your money out. It's on sale. So you buy it on sale. Keep dollar cost average, DCA, dollar cost averaging, buying, every week, every month, every 2 weeks, buying because you're long term. We're on the long term view. So that's what I'm talking about. Trying to turn your mind and think different. Work together with your money. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, word on the street community. We're gonna talk about purpose, but I want Fletcher, man. I'm gonna kind of put you on the spot because these two keys, friends, are so important that I think it's important enough for him to share it with the word on the street community. The two things that impressed upon me from Fletcher a couple of years ago is that, like you say, he's big on finance, but the finance, his caveat was getting your credit right, improving your credit. And then the second thing Fletcher would see, this is what I noticed about you, my brother, is then he would try to tell you, get yourself together and try, in other words, don't just settle living in that apartment your whole life. Invest in a home. Get your credit right and then your home. And I'm just generalizing it, but Fletcher, you can add some meat to that bone for me and break it down a little bit more for him.
Well, no, I believe, we always talk about the budget. You got to know where you're going, doing that vision, becoming clear where you want to go. So, you got to do a budget. You got to know what's coming in and what's coming out. It's got so many people that don't even have a bank account right now. They're using Cash App, Apple Pay, don't even have a bank account. So right there, now you got to go to a place to cash a check, which is going to charge you another percentage to cash your check. So getting a bank account, putting your money in there, and then, like I say, living under your means. I go by 75, 10, 15. 75%, you live on 75%, use the other 10 and 15 for savings and investing. But the biggest thing I'm big about, if you in debt, is to get out of debt. The things I'm telling you is not that it's something I heard and I read from somebody else and I got off another content. I'm telling you these things because I've done it. You know what I'm saying? My story, I told you, I was in debt like $50,000 in the hole. Child support, IRS, no driver license. I was in the hole. You know what I'm saying? So I had to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? I had to get up and move. The most important thing was that I got up and moved. I didn't just sit there and wallow in it, but I got up and moved. And I started along the way, I started seeing these things. And people, another thing about, we don't trust nobody. Our pride is getting in the way, as men especially. Our pride is getting in the way. So the Most High send people to you. You take it for granted, but somebody that came and said something to you. You done heard something, and they came to you, but you didn't believe it. You didn't believe what they was telling you because you never, like I said, again, you think somebody told you, all that stuff that you got inside of your head. That's why we talk about, before I start talking about money, me extraordinaire, I can't even get on the money part. We talk about healing that inner child in you, healing that person that been done wrong, healing yourself. I tell people all the time, you cannot give nothing if your cup is empty. We try to give something to somebody with an empty cup. I got a friend, he been in a grocery store, he want to give somebody something, and I asked him, why did you do that? Well, I feel they need it. I say, how you know what they're gonna do with it? How you know that really helped them? You know what I'm saying? You doing it for what? Because you feel good? You know what I'm saying? How you know the Most High wants you to give that to them? You know what I'm saying? So what are you doing then? As soon as he got a problem, he started saying, well, nobody came to help. So wait a minute, what did you do that for? Remember we talked about this. Did you do this for you? You did this from accolades? Why did you do it? Or did you do it from your heart? Because if your cup was full, it wouldn't even bother you. It wouldn't second guess you. But if you got an empty cup, so that's what we work on, filling your cup up. Your cup should be filled up that it overflows into somebody else, overflows into your home, overflows into your family, overflows into your wife, your children. It should overflow. And I had to learn that through trials and tribulation, man, up and down testimonies to understand that journey. You know what I'm saying? You see all the gray in my face, but when I was young, I didn't have anybody to teach me that. You know what I'm saying? We was told to get out, go get a job, and figure it out. Go to school. Didn't tell what he told what to take. Get a student loan. Didn't know nothing about a student loan. Now you charge 8%, and the student is not forgiven. So these things that crushed us. Go get a car. Didn't even know how to purchase a car. Didn't even understand the interest rate of a car. Credit card. We still in 2025, we still don't know what a credit utilization of. We still don't know how to use credit cards. We still don't understand the interest rate on the credit card. All we know about things spinning. So those are things that getting out of debt is big with me. And let me explain something to you. It's good debt and it's bad debt. We need to understand what good debt and the difference between bad debt. So I go through a series of that, but again, we go back to the belief stage. I believe truly the Most High gave this order in the garden: be fruitful, do, multiply, have dominion. Be, do, have. And you're going through something, you got to become something. That person that you are cannot go where you're going. You have to become something to be able to do something, to be able to have something. But you got to become that person. Like I said, we always say an apple tree can be an apple tree, a pear tree can be a pear tree, but you are unlimited. You're going to be whatever you want to be. You just got to believe. And then act accordingly, then get yourself around the right people. We did spiritual health, physical health, mental health, financial health. And the biggest thing, another thing that we add to it is relationship, networking, knowing people, you know. So that's what the pillars we on. That's what we're talking about over here. That's what we're talking about, the blind truth. We talk about also here on World Premier Word on the Street. We just try to do our part, our small little part, you know. John Hope Brown, he came later on. I've been doing this for a while, and John Hope Brown said it best. You can change your credit score, you'll change your life. For real. It will put you in another place. Again, let me say this to you. I lived off of an area called Skillman. My credit score was probably 495. I was in the hood. When I left and bought my house, my credit score right now is at 790, 778, 790, 800, go back and forth. It changed when I got my credit score, it changed the address, changed the life, changed everything. Hey, when you have your credit score change, you live longer. Until when your credit score change, things are different. When you live in that credit score, 495, you're gonna be able to the liquor store, the cash checking place. Matter of fact, I worked at check cashing place. You're gonna be I was there. You're not telling a lie. So when I say these things that I'm telling you, I lived it. I was that person. And I dug myself out of the hole with the help of the Most High and the people that he put around me. It was some ups and downs. It wasn't easy. The reason it wasn't easy, I fought the whole way. Again, I had to become this person. Again, I had to fight through some battles. I had a racism. I was taught to be racist. I was going against white people. I'm thinking they have nothing to stop me. No one can stop you but you. So if they have what I need, they know what I need to know, and I don't want to invite them in, that's a problem. So now I got to understand what's networking, what relationships is. I don't have to love them. But I have to learn how to work together, build together, and grow together, create together. That's what we got to do. We got to put this stuff aside and understand what's the bigger picture. So all these things help me, and I'm still growing. I'm growing every day because I believe the blessing is I wake up every day to be, do, and have. And after that, I started all that's the levels after level. I try to be a better person, try to do what I need to do for the Most High, pushing out what he want to give me. But I fail every day. But the blessing is that he woke me up another day to do it all over again, to be, do, and have. That's it, man.
That brother fire, huh? That brother is fire. This is why he have so many people tune in to listen to him on Facebook Live, friend. And what he talked about. See, this is not pre-rehearsed. He had no idea I would ask him about that. Am I right, Fletcher?
Oh no, like I said, I live this. You know what I'm saying? I do this all day long. Yeah, so that's one thing when I met somebody, they told me, "Now you're gonna do this, you got to live it. You got to become that person." And at the time to become, and extraordinary, know when we met, I was not that person. So you had to become that person, and I'm still growing. But yeah, it got better. It's getting better. I just, like I said, I get one person that can help. I've been doing this for a while. I done did it personally, and I seen it didn't work. You get somebody, you helping them, you like, ooh, and see you doing more work than them. That's why I say back then my cup wasn't filling up. My cup was wearing me out. I was getting tired. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to do them while my cup was half empty. So when I was trying to help them, and my cup ain't even full, and it never changed. It kept on, and I'm getting frustrated. I'm like, look, see, that's what happened to people. You want to quit because you're like, they're not going nowhere. They're not changing. No, it's you. You know what I'm saying? I got to learn how to talk. Then I get frustrated, and I got to learn understand. I got to be more understanding. I got to put myself back in that situation. Then also have the information to give it to them. You know what I'm saying? So to be honest, if they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And be honest that some people are going to take time. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest and say, I might not be the person for you, but I have someone you can go to and help that. So that's, like I said, that's part of me, man. I'm just learning every day to do my part to help someone, and like I say, man, it feeds on you the things that I do, man, I meet so many great people, man. You know, I'm getting help too. How the Most High help, man. I can meet somebody, it just it's a wonderful feeling, man. That how you help them. Before I was telling somebody we were talking about, and I'm sorry, Sean, that we were talking about the Bible and about God, and I said, man, I was dead back before. I was dead, man. I was a walking dead, man. I was lost. I was blowing in the wind. I had no understanding. My windshield was just blowing me over and over. I had no vision, no clear, no understanding. I was lost. You know what I'm saying? For real. And when a man purpose, man, when you have a man have a purpose,
There you go.
and when you have a purpose,
There you
understand.
go. You- See that, and that's the point right there. I want to pick up on and point
Go
out
ahead.
to what you just said. Don't lean back because you're not
Go
going
ahead.
anywhere.
Go ahead.
But anyway, if y'all listen to him real closely, he said he wasn't always this person. I wouldn't have been able to just put him on the spot and he'd have been able to go loose like that. I remember that not very long ago,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You see? But when you get wrapped up in your purpose, now, and as he said, as you went through the process, these are some key words, friends. Y'all got to catch this. Part of that purpose was going through the process. The process in our life is that we are passionate when we on that road to finding our purpose. You know, getting that right shirt to fit you just right, or that jacket to fit you just right. You know, you got to get it right. So it's a process. So during his process, trying to help and teach other, it was frustrating. Why? It was part of the process. Now, when you get in your purpose, man, that glove fit like a hand in glove. That's my favorite shirt. That's my favorite jacket. That's my favorite hat. Those my favorite shoes. Why? They fit me just right. I can't wait to get up and put them on. I can't wait to do what I do. Why? It aligned with me. See, it's yin yang. This is me. It's who I am. So I'm not easily as frustrated because I've gone through that process. Now there are going to be some more new learning curve process, but those in the past, those are done. And as I keep it evolving, then there will be new ones. But the main thing, when you find your purpose, that something that align with you, friends, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Go ahead on, man.
Yeah, it is a beautiful thing. But when you help someone, man, like now, this credit thing is huge, man. I'm telling you, being in debt, it drains you, bro. And I done seen people just really just discuss it and drain it. When you talk to somebody, you start talking to them with their credit. I was like, well, what's your credit score? Something simple as that. Just that simple, man. But we look at all these social media. You want to think you want to be a millionaire. Everybody making six figures. All these things, it don't take all that, man. It's just simple manage your money, simple staying in your lane, simple getting a plan. You know what I'm saying? Getting a plan and getting on the right page. But a lot of these issues we have is you. You are the problem. And you don't want to face you and you just say, well, this is how I always been and this is what it is. No, that's a problem. That don't mean you change. Don't you get tired of being tired? I'm serious. I was walking around dead like that. I say, man, I look back at that, man. I remember the Most High told me, he said, man, you were ready to die for anything. And I was. I was ready to go, man. The police couldn't say nothing to me, man. I was ready. So you ask these kids, why these kids crashing out? They have no direction. They have no vision. And the little vision they had, the thing that they thought, that it didn't work. And now what do they have? Their cup is empty. Their cup is empty. And they come and they look and they have no one to talk to. No one to guy. And it's, hey, slow down, young man. You got a long, you young, bro. You 20 years old. You got a lifetime, man. You got a lifetime of this. It ain't that bad, bro. Let me show you what you got. Let me show you how valuable your dollars are. Let me show how valuable you are. Let me show how
Mhm.
you are with you and time together and that compound. Oh man, how valuable you can be. But it's gonna take time. And see, we want this microwave stuff. We want it now. And that's what make you go do some silly things and get yourself in a situation. Because you know no better. Young men doing things, you know no better, man. You know, you got to have the right elders around you, right people around you guide you, man. And I had the right people I didn't know, man. And I'm telling you, it wasn't my friends, it wasn't my family. It was people, strangers that I met has helped me saw something in me that I didn't even see in me, that believed in me, that I didn't believe in, that my mother and my father didn't believe in, my brother didn't believe in. They did not see it. I was known as joining the fighter. We were just doing a family call, and one of my cousins said, "Boy, remember Keith? We get out together, and then Keith gonna start something. We're gonna be fighting, and we gotta go help him." That what I was known for. Hey, Keith, go home, man. Nah, we ain't with that. Go home. Nobody want to be around with me. Fast forward, my grandmother used to always tell me, "Hey, bro, hey, son, it ain't how you start the race, it's how you finish. You can start wrong, but you can finish strong. Don't let that. Hey, it's not over for you. It's how you finish." And I think we wear a mask and don't understand that when you start finishing strong and get the right tools, the right methods, the right understandings, man, it's a wonderful thing because lack and abundance travel the same way, man. It travel the same way. It's a choice where you want to choose. I'm telling people, a lot of people choose to lack. Well, this how it's always been. Well, my daddy wasn't in my life, I was done, something happened to me. You won't know what happened to me. I had this. They start saying all this. My daddy was a drunk. He did. My uncle, everybody drank. That's just, well, why you do? That's just what it is. So you start using those things and they start bringing you down. Then you start getting around people that do the same things, think the same way, drink, and hey, where you at? And I've been there, I'm telling you. But when I made a decision, I had friends I want to go. That's true. Hey, man, come on, man. They didn't want to go. I got a friend right now. We talk about it all the time. Man, I see what you're trying to do, big bro. No, I don't want to go. Damn, they want to fight me. They want to go. So I'm saying you got to go fill your cup up. Our cup was empty. I know what was wrong with me back then. I couldn't give them enough because my cup was empty. I was trying to fill my cup up. So once your cup get filled, it's overflowing. It start flowing into people. They start seeing it. You start being consistent. You start having direction. It's just natural. People see you. Hey, how you doing? It be so natural. You don't even know it, man. I'm telling you. But you got to become that person. And it takes time to become that person. Because you got to start believing. See, you're going off of behavior right now. When you start switching that from belief to your behavior to belief, and then start recording, that's what happens, man. Things start changing. Go ahead, Shorty.
Friends, I'd like to send a shout out to Selena and LaDiana in the chat room. Hello, folks. Thank y'all for tuning in, for driving up and being a part of the world premiere Word on the Streets. And if this is your first time, folks, tuning in to the world premiere Word on the Streets, we thank you all so very much for joining in and hanging out with Fletcher and I. We would like to, I want to point out something that Fletcher said moments ago, that one of the big things, and there are more than one thing, but one thing he said that would get you off of your purpose is watching others. Like he said, social media or what have you, having your focus on someone else. You see, you can't get in a line with yourself if you're constantly looking to see what someone else is doing, how they are developing and performing. You got some work to do within yourself. You got a lot of fixing to do than to be trying to see what the person to your left or the person to your right is doing. So you need to focus on you. And friends, we're going to be right back after a little station break because Fletcher got a whole lot more that he's going to be sharing with us. So don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. Stay locked in. We'll be back.
Are you ready to heal the wounds of your past and step into a brighter future? So many of us carry wounds from childhood, unspoken pain, unresolved emotions, and patterns passed down through generations. Healing the Inner Child is a powerful ebook designed to help you understand your past, break toxic cycles, and step into emotional freedom. You are worthy of love, growth, and healing. Are you ready to start your journey? Get instant access with our special link on Gumroad, Healing the Inner Child. You're not broken, you're healing.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy our content, please subscribe, hit like, and share. Our hosts empty their souls in hopes of turning on your inner light. They understand, once you discover your passion, there's no turning back. Extra and Fletcher will return after this short but powerful message, so stay locked in. Because what's coming next might just be the spark your spirit's been waiting for.
How many more nights of sleep you gonna lose running around complaining about your life?
You are the reason you're not winning. You are the reason you look the way you look. You are the reason you're unemployed. You are the reason why your surroundings are so dysfunctional and negative. It's a choice. You have thought your way into a depression. You have thought your way into negativity and misery. It's all in the mind. Change your mind and it will change your life. It's time you get off the pity potty. Stop complaining about being out of shape when you never go to the gym. Stop looking at your stomach when you get out of the shower and your body and complaining about the way you look when you're eating everything in sight and never going to the gym. You just have to wake up. You just have to break that negative spirit. You have to break through all of that shit that you're carrying.
You want to improve? You want to get on a workout program or a clean diet or start a new business? You want to write a book or make a movie or build a house or a computer or an app? Where do you start? You start right here. When do you start? You start right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to start? Are you ready to turn your life around? We certainly hope so. Let's tune back in to Extra and Fletcher.
Are you ready to start, friend? Are you ready to turn your life around? And if you are, the only thing stopping you is you. Friends, you have to make a decision. Now, by me saying you have to make a decision, I did not say, get it right now, I did not say it's going to be easy. Nor did I say it's impossible. It's not impossible. You see, it's possible. It's achievable. You have to believe in yourself and you have to make a commitment to yourself. It's a choice. But we believe you can do it. You're looking at two individuals that have, look, we're alive. We did it. Nothing special about us. You know the old saying, I get out of bed just like you. I put my left foot in my pants, my right foot in. You do the same thing. There's nothing special about us. That is no hidden talent we have that you do not have. Change the way you think about yourself. Change the way you speak to yourself. There's some process that you have to work on, commit to, and go through. But you're worth it. You're worth it, my brother. You're worth it, lady. Make yourself a priority. It's not the person to your left. Yeah, I appreciate them. I applaud them. I applaud the person to my right. But now it's me. You see, I'm a priority also. You are a priority as well. Fletcher, come on back in here, man, and give us some more rice and gravy, brother.
Now, I go, I like to use my own self for example. I like to use my own opinion. Everybody got different situations. But when I wanted to start something back then, I had every excuse in the world. I had to work. I got a family. I got this. I'm telling you, I had every excuse in the world. But when that weekend come, I found a way to hit that club. I found a way to go hang out, barbecue. I found a way to do other things. but I never found a way to improve my life. I never made a say, hey, stop. When I all during that time, I never said, you know what? That's it. All the time. Then I said, finally, I said, hey, let me sit down for a minute. What do you really want? Is this your life? This what it is right here? The same thing over and over. You want your kids to have this same life? I said, see, the thing what got me, man, the Most High, he started seeing me in other people's houses, man. You know, I tell people, how many people you let in your house? You know, I started getting to go in other people's houses and seeing how other people living. You know, you see your friends, your family, but when you get to go and see other people living, other races with their kids and all, you start seeing these things, all these things that you was told, looking on the news and all that, you start seeing they just like us. They're no different than us. But hey, hold up. They got a different belief. Hold up, they got a different system. They ain't no smart. Oh, they did this. Hey, what's stopping me from doing that? Oh, they know about this. What is this thing investing? How long should I be? They housing, real estate can do what? All these things I had no idea because I felt like, hey, I mean, my wife, well, you know, you got a degree. I had a social degree. And I felt, really, listen to me, because I didn't have a 4-year degree. I thought I was less than. My mama had a degree. You ain't going to school. My mama had a master's. I was trying to reach to something that I was not. And she let me know. She constantly let me know how important. My brother had a bachelor's degree. I was constantly letting know what I didn't have, constantly letting know about my failures. And I kept trying to reach it, and I couldn't. I could not get to that point. I had to live. And I started realizing there got to be a different way for me. That way don't work for me. But it still was on me to find a different way. It was still on me. I owe it to my family to find a different way. It was on me that my mother and father, I came from a single mother. My mother and father went together. I'm going to stay with my family. I'm going to be there for my kids. I didn't like the things that my mother did. I didn't like the things that my father did. So, hey, nothing against them. That's them. But I choose not to be like that. I choose to be different. I choose. If my son called me, he need $500. I got it, so you son. Now, you might have to pay me back, but I got it. I'm not going to leave you in a dismay. I choose not to be. I don't have to be. We keep looking at our past, and think no, they don't take that. They didn't know. They were just living. They were trying to figure it out. They didn't have time to sit down and figure it out. They were just trying to figure out. My mother wanted to be to school. She went and did what she did, was to get her master's, and she became a teacher, and she did what she wanted to do. But that don't mean that was goal for me. She still telling me, you know, you get a degree, want my kids to get degrees. I said, do you understand how much student loans cost now? You keep telling me that's what you want. It's other routes. And so we get caught up in them things and think that's the only way. And I'm telling you, that's not the only way. I'm telling you, just because you have a degree don't mean you're smart. Mark Zuckerberg, he worked at Facebook. He don't even have a degree, but he got a whole bunch of people that work for him got degrees. So what I'm telling you, you can't let these things, these small things, hold you back. You got to go create your tech. You got to go build your destiny. You got to find a way to overcome all those things, those beliefs, those lacks, and push forward. Because I'm telling you, your kids are watching. They sin, they hear, they touch, just like you did. Yeah, like you bringing them things on. They're gonna follow you generation. No, I can't have that. I got to change. I got to do something different, and I've got to believe that I can do something different. Nobody else believe in me. Nobody. I mean, when I want to start working out my dad, nobody. Oh boy, you trying to do something that nobody believed in me. And I wouldn't work. I would pay. I would let people do it for free. I would train them for free. But I seen the vision. I don't care what nobody said. I started doing it. I started working. And the most I sent somebody to me and showed me something. And I started working. And people start seeing it. And that's how I started beginning. I started my own bricking company. I started working. I started being out. He put me around the right people. And the right people seen something in me and said, hey, they open doors for me. But I had to become something. I had to believe. And even back then, I didn't believe. Back then, I didn't understand. It took me I'm still growing. But you got to at least believe. You got to wash all that stuff, what you was told, and pour it out, dig it a hole in your yard. And I buried it, man. I buried me and my wife divorced. I had to go call. I had to straighten out with her. I don't care how bad it was, how many times she cursed me out, what she thought of me. I had to hear that because I wanted to. My daughter, I wanted to fix that relationship with my daughter and my son. I had to heal that. That's what I wanted. I don't care how many times I had to come and do that. How many times they got to slam the door in my face. How many times I got to do it. How many times till they realize this is it. I tell my kids like, hey, God put us together. Not me, not you. I'm quite sure you'd have picked another dad and I'd have picked another son and daughter if we had, but we didn't get to pick. We didn't, and this is what it is. So we're gonna roll with this. We got to figure this out. And I'm gonna tell you, strong that I didn't give them enough. My kids, if they fault, it ain't their fault. And I tell them that now, they still holding on, Dad. Hey, let that go. We always wrong. We always damaged. We all have stuff. Go bury it. I done buried that stuff. I'm moving forward. I want you to come on with me. My cup is full. I'm trying to give it flowing to you. So that's what it is, man. We got to go ahead and start believing, man, and start building yourself. You're created. You have the essence of the Most High inside of you. You got everything you need. And when you realize that, when you really realize and understand that, nothing can stop you but you.
That's right.
Nobody's stopping you but you. So when you get that together, understand that, man. I'm telling you, man. It's like, man, you got superpower. You make things.
It's a beautiful thing.
You make things move. Things gonna get out your way. Your marriage, your relationship, hey, leave it to the most and move on. Things gonna get on your way. You getting better. It's so easy to say, hey, baby, you know what, you right. I'm my bad. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got a big picture. I know the vision. I got the path. I got the plan. I got the strategy. I can't. Hey, this what dictates how we gonna go. I can't mess that up. We got rules to this game. See, your first line of business is your home. Married or not married, your first line of business. But what we tend to do, we want to give everything outside. We want to go outside, and everything is inside of you, inside of your home. But we want to go to the outside and do everything for somebody outside, and you ain't did nothing inside. You ain't clean your, what they say, clean your own house. You ain't clean your own house. You gonna clean somebody else's house. And I did it time after time, and I wonder why. Why is it not working for me? That's what the Most High say, because you ain't giving it to me. Leave all your woes to me. Leave it to me. You go worry about you. You get you. Me and you gonna work to get together. I got them. But I need you to become somebody. I need you to do something. I need you to have something. You represent me. So when I do speak, when you do speak, they're going to know. They're going to understand it. The one that's got certain ones, not everybody, certain people going to hear your voice. Certain ones going to say, ooh, wait a minute. That's going to touch them. They're going to say, he's talking to me. It's going to convict them. It's not for everybody. And you got to be okay with that. You're not here for everybody. I got a whole bunch. You got many people who are. I ain't here for everybody. I'm here for you right now at this time. I need you to do something. Every one of us got something to do. But you got to become that person. And you letting your past, that the test that you went through supposed to be a testimony, and you let them use you, let them beat you, but you got to get off that. You got to let it go. You still here. The blessing is you woke up today to be, do, have. I keep repeating that. People like, man, hey, that's the blessing. It don't get no better than that, because if you're not here, you can't do nothing. But you get another day. Be better than you was yesterday. Do more than you did yesterday. Have more than you did yesterday. That's it. Praise the Most High more. All these things you get to do. Some people die. Somebody child dies. Somebody baby dies. Somebody died. They don't get somebody in a car wreck. Somebody died. They don't get to do that. You do. So what are you going to do with your next day? That's what the question. That's how I live my day. What I can do with this blessing that he gave me another day to love on my wife, my kids, my family. I got to make a difference. I got to do something on this earth. I cannot be going out to keep the one to fight everywhere. No. The person that drink, oh, he cool at the club, man, kicking it out. No. I cannot be that. I got to leave something for my children.
It's more to life than that.
Way more than that.
It's more to life than that.
Yes, it
This
is.
is what we're talking about, friends. And the beautiful thing about life is that when you get in touch with yourself, you may discover you have more than one purpose. You know, Fletcher, we limit ourselves. Number one, we don't even give ourselves the opportunity. But then number two, we limit ourselves. God didn't limit us. He made us limitless. What is it? Sky's the limit. You know, we say that, but it's really true. When you look at a tree will have as many leaves necessary. It doesn't say, well, I only can have one leaf. And so my only leaf is speaking. My only leaf is singing. My only leaf is driving. My only leaf is walking. No, that's ridiculous. Don't put yourself in a box like that. And you see, friends, we have things that get in our way. We allow things in our way that limit us. We're all guilty. We've both been guilty. Distraction, wanting to keep up with the world, the Joneses, people outside of us, wanting to have the latest fashion, want to do what they say the next thing you ought to do. See, all of these elements are things outside of you. And if you want to be on a winning team, you got to coach yourself. And you got to get the playbook from you got to get a winning strategy from a winning playbook. The creator left the book, and the book will guide you to get in other books to help you in this current world. You see, I'm not. I don't want to keep you just linear, strictly in the Bible. The Bible is the foundation, right? But there are hundreds and thousands of books, whatever it is you are interested in, that can help you be better, get better. Jim Rohn often says that we oftentimes get frustrated on the job that they're not paying me enough, or they paying so and so more, but they only paying me this. And the bottom line is that perhaps maybe that's all you are worth. You want to get paid more, improve your skills, have more to offer. See, the more you know, then you can walk a little more boldly and ask for a raise because you know what you bring into the table. But I want to stay with this thing called passion, friend, because passion is not work. Passion is as natural. It's as natural as breathing. It really is. It's like wearing your favorite outfit. It really is. It feels so good when you're in what you on earth to be on earth for. You see, if your thing is whatever it is, we all have our things. And you know what? I gotta say this, Fletcher. We limit ourselves so much, and the sad thing about it, somebody may say, well, I like sports, I like basketball, I like football, and we're so limited, Fletcher. We think that the only thing you could do when you like a sport is be the player. We're so limited not to know, man, there are hundreds of thousands of opportunities in that little egg. In every category, there are hundreds of opportunities. But when you talk to people, they'll tell you something impossible. Man, you know how many people you have to be, what you have to be to play on the NBA team? Well, who say I have to play on the NBA team? Who say I got to be a quarterback or a running back if I like football? Who say I got to be a main star if I want to be an actor? You feel what I'm saying, Fletcher?
Yes, sir.
There are vast amount of opportunity in anything you want to do. You just have to unscrew the jar, friends. Unscrew it, and you will be amazed of what you may find. I got a new video out. Y'all check it out. I posted on Facebook. It says, today is your day. You know, today is your day. You make that decision to yourself today. Go ahead on, my brother.
That's real good, man. Real good. You know, you have something in your mind and then it slides away out your head, you know.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
You got me, and I say, oh, I hope you don't stop right now. But I had
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull it, but no, man, a lot of things when I talk about on Facebook, I talk about helping our children With me, we talk about the internet and how it controls social media. That's another reason I got on and started talking on Facebook, started talking on TikTok. I didn't want that my daughter say, yeah, it's on Facebook. I remember she said it to me. Well, Dad, it's on TikTok. It got to be true. You know what I'm saying? It irritated me so bad that I said, nah, you believe them. They starting to believe me over TikTok. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't last with that. I couldn't believe that. So I said, I got to do something, and I start trying to change the narrative, start talking. I'm trying to get my kids to understand. So how do we use TikTok? How do we use the social media to benefit you instead of letting it use you? Letting it soak you up. So I don't know if y'all know that I'm legally blind. I can't see. So the thing, what I use it all the time. My grandfather used to say, "You got two good eyes, I got none," and I run circles around you. And I say that to my children to challenge them. What are you doing? Who you waiting? Ain't nobody coming to save you. We're not going to be no victim here. You got so many, like you say, being an opportunities, but are you aware of the opportunities? You know what I'm saying? Have you sit there and study? Like my daughter, when she said she want to be a cook and my niece want to be an esthetician, I said, now go write me an essay. I want a PowerPoint showing me what is an esthetician, how much they make, what they do, also with a cook. When they came back, they're like, nah, they don't make no money. I say, both of them, you're going to have to learn business. Both of them, you're going to have to learn how to sell. What I did with that, then I said, okay, I have my kids. They come out, we go to the door. I have them knock at the door, and they come in, and they got to sell me something. They got to persuade me to do it. Everything is a watch. Everything, how you answer the door, how you speak, how you say something, everything is being critiqued. We're going to do it now, it ain't right, go back out. I want the network and the relationship is the most key. That was my problem when I had my relationship and thinking I ain't doing all that. I ain't kissing nobody. I ain't playing with the wife. I ain't playing no games. That was the key that kept me from that. You got to understand race and you got to understand sales. I think sales is so important because the failure rate, man, you got to fail. See, once you realize selling, people don't understand sell. You think you're selling. No, sales bring value. Most people don't know what they want. I'm telling you, I've been in sales most of my life. Most people do not know what they want. Your job is, if you come in that shoe store, I am here to show you what you want. I'm here to give you what you want. I'm supposed to know the trends. I know the colors. I know everything. So when I come to you, I'm not coming with just this. I'm coming with everything I know that you look at. I'm going to make that decision for you. I'm the expert. I'm bringing value. Look what I did. And that's what makes you come back. When you go to a nice restaurant and they do them extra, they go to extra. You say, oh, he went extra. No, that's his job. No.
That's right.
All that matters. See, this is what I tell my kids. See, I remember when I got my job, I working at I was a customer relation manager, and the VP had a meeting with us. He said, you have the checkbook, this is your company. No, he said, you got the checkbook, you got to treat this like this your company. I'm not going to sit here and watch you. I'm not going to sit here, but I'll tell you one thing, you will be meeting, we will have meetings, but this is your check, this is your company. Now go ahead. And every week we had meetings. We had to dictate. We had to tell them what we did, how much we did, why we did. I had to know the customer's name. I had to know the family. I had to know everything about it. And I'm telling you, I got 100 some tickets, and I sit there weekly, and I would go, what's going on, step by step by step, and who, what, and you had to know, hey, so and so, who is so and so? What's her husband's name? They got a dog. See, when you start being detailed and start understanding things, this is for you. So now when you saying, oh, I'm going to get me a job, and you complaining, you saying, I'm like, what have you done for you? This is for you. Did you negotiate your pay? Did you look into the company to see what you really going to do? How you going to move up? What certification you need to get? What is all these things have to see, but we don't sit down and visualize where I'm trying to go. We don't sit down and take that time out to do those things. Then we sit back and say, man, look what I got, man. Look at life. They're out against me. We become a victim. But we're not willing. We're not willing. And that was me. That was me. Every week, that was me. And when I made the decision, I said, no, man, it's it. I'm doing this for me. I ain't doing this. I'm doing this for my family. So what are you doing for you? Are you filling your cup up, learning and getting this stuff, what you need to know, how this world works? Because a lot of us don't know how this system works. We just blown in the wind. And then we love our kids, man. We love our kids, but do you really love your kids? Do you really pour into your kids the right way? And I think we got lost. One thing I believe, the old way they had that. They poured into you some work ethic and all that. It was a different time. But do you really love your kid? But we just give. Just like now, you see China, all them clothes, we've been buying them tennis shoes, $200, $2,000 tennis shoes, Lululemon, them tight, you paying $100, they $5. You were paying $100, it was not worth but $5. They
That's
tell you
right.
come to us. You all in the lane trying to impress somebody that don't even care about you, don't think, oh, I got my baby this, look at that. You what?
That's part of looking to the left and to the right
That's what it is, in the wrong lane.
in the wrong lane.
So I'm telling you, learning this system, it's not too late to learn this system because, again, they didn't teach us this. They didn't teach us about business. They didn't teach us about taxes. They didn't teach us about money, interest rate. They didn't teach us none of this stuff in school. They taught us how to be workers. They taught us how to live here and die. Live, get your retirement. Everybody want to retire, get your little money, and die. No purpose, no driving, no going after your dreams or nothing. You bought in, buy your house, a car, and retire. You're doing good. Didn't know all these other things was available. All these other things we got that you can have. You can have 2 houses, 3 houses. How can I get that? Oh, I don't want to do that, man. You know, you got to deal with rentals. You got to deal. I heard somebody say they be doing. Who is the somebody? No, what you doing? What you have visualized for yourself, for your family. No, that's too much work. I can't do that. You're right, you can't. But why can somebody else, like Jordan said, you put their leg, one leg at a time, just like you do. Why not you? That's why I say you got to become somebody. You got to become a different person. The person you are not, no, of course you can't do it. Of course you can't. But you can become that person. And people don't want to become. You don't want to be uncomfortable. You want to be comfortable. You laying up in that bed. I don't want to get, I understand it. You want to be, like I tell people, I can lay in the bed, I can lay down, sit on my porch, blow one every day if I want to. The checks are going to be coming in. Make me some phone calls, make me a little money, just every day. Don't have to get up to 9, 10 o'clock if I want. Lack and abundance traveling the same route. It's traveling together. It's a choice you to grab it. And I'm telling you, listen to me, because the ones that love their children so much, they watch it. And you think they're going to figure it out. This world showing that is built on families. Like I said, I used to go in people's houses and meet families, arranged marriages. They coming together as a family. They building together as a family. They bringing their child and another child, but their families coming together. They got strategies for their family. They tell them where they're going to put the money, how they're going to do it, what they're going to build. Hey, you're going to get a house at this age. They got it to the T. You're going to take these classes. You're going to take this. You're going to be this. And we're going to take that money to the T. We're going to put all our money. We're going to get all our credit together. And we're going to put all our credit together. We're going to go buy some land. We're going to buy something. I don't know when we're going to do it, but we're going to let it sit till we're ready. But we got to become something. That's why I said we cannot do this by ourselves. That's why I say it's a lot. Yes, it's a lot. That's why what you said would come at limitless. Imagine me. Okay, if it's limitless for 1, now I add 2, or we even more. Then I add 3, or the 3 that became something. Imagine if I got 5 kids, all my kids, they all on the same page with what we can do. My kids and my wife. What can we do? And we all get on the same page. But it's individual stuff, and you sitting there struggling, you sitting there wondering, and that's what Most High put us together for a reason. Most High brought us together for a reason. And you sitting up trying to figure it out, it ain't working. It ain't adding up. It don't add up. It ain't working. I'm telling you, it's not. I done did the math. I done sit up there, tried it. Oh man, I done did every job, 2 jobs. I done worked 2 full-time jobs. I done had 2 full-times and a part-time. It ain't adding. It don't add up. Because I didn't know what to do with it. I spent it. I tricked it off. I did whatever it was. I had no vision, no plan, no direction. And most of it just give up. Mm-hmm. And I said the reason that helped me extraordinary, when I was laying on my daddy's sofa, that next day I got up. That's the only, if I'd have laid on that sofa a little bit longer, I'd have been done. See, that's the difference between I got up. That's how close I was to the fire. That if I'd have laid on that day, there would have been nothing. And I got up. I didn't just get up. I had to walk to find a job. My car wouldn't work. I had to walk. I had no driver license. I had to get up and walk in this hot Texas sun with my uniform and walk to the place. Are you willing to walk? Are you willing to get up and make a difference? Are you willing to say, hey, I deserve better? I want better. I want better for my kid. I ain't too old for this. I'm not giving up. There got to be a better way. I deserve more. That's why I tell people when I'm talking, I don't want you to get on here and get, oh man, Keith, you said a great speech. What are you going to do with it? I want you to do something. Jim Rohn, man, Miss Jordan, I used to sit, man, I used to walk. I'm going to tell you, when I was losing my sight, the 7-Eleven from my house, I used to smoke Black and Mild. I used to walk 2 miles there and back, and I used to play Jim Rohn from there to back, and I'm just sucking it in like, man, I'm just trying to break down everything that was told to me. Then I go from him to E.T. Then I go from him to Myron Golden. Then I go from him, I was trying to get all that stuff out of me and put a belief in me that no one can take from me.
That's right.
No one, not even my mother, my daddy, my kid, my wife, no one gonna take this from me.
You building that inner child. That's what you're doing. That's what we're there. Exactly. You feeding that child on the inside that was starving.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
And
exactly
it.
right.
That's exactly what I was building and telling me, and that belief that now I become. Now you got to move on it. Now I got to move. I ain't taking no for no answer no more. I see what I have. Now I see what I am. Now let's go. You can't tell me no.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. I'm hearing you. I'm listening. You ain't. I'm telling you. Hey, it's a whole different way. Whole different way of seeing things now. I ain't got no blinders on no more. I'm wide open. I see it. Most High told me, boy, you been blind. I said, why you took my sight? Man, you been blind. That's why I'm called the blind truth, man. You been blind to the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
You been walking around here lost, blind as can be, and that's what a lot of us are walking around here.
And the truth is, we all are.
Yeah, we out here walking around blind.
Right.
And we can't worry about this and worry about that, which you have no control over, but you have control over you, the inner you, what you have. You have control on fixing you. That's when you find that to fix you.
That is the thing. You have you. Make you a priority. Make you the main thing. As he said, you can work 2 jobs. It doesn't matter if you're not the priority. It's just gonna be money in the wind. You see, it's just in the wind. Like you said, been there, done that.
Done it.
Yep.
I ain't gonna change nothing. It's just money. It's just money coming in. And look, it's right there. You say, wait a minute, I'm making more money. How is
That's
this?
right.
You get no better.
Look, friend, that is the truth. I'm gonna tell y'all. Until you make you a priority, you make the money, but you won't see where it's going. Because you haven't made you the priority.
Nope.
When you make you the priority, you start putting some things in place.
Yes.
Some things start making some sense. You start finding out your why. Why? Why do I need to change?
Yeah.
Why I'm going back there? Now you asking yourself, why I'm gonna pick up some extra shift? Why I'm working overtime? Your why becomes so important. Because
it doesn't matter what no one say now.
Yeah.
Your why tell you everything now. Your why is guiding you, not your boss, not this. Your why is guiding.
That's right. It's outside of the boss now.
Yeah.
It's outside of everybody else. See, before it was all about what my boss might say,
what my daddy gonna say, what my mom, what they think about, what my friends, all of that gone.
Find your purpose, friend. And what better week than to have a transformation? Tomorrow is Good Friday, Easter weekend. You can rise up being a new person. This could be, you can make a transformation this weekend. Symbolically speaking, it is Easter. Good Friday tomorrow, folks. But I'm going to be honest with you. You don't have to wait till tomorrow to make a contract with yourself, to yourself.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. And because it's really, at the end of the day, it's really not just about you. There's so many limbs hanging on to you, looking at you, hoping for you. They got some miles out there. You know, we some of us been living a selfish life for so long. Selfishness has a season when you're a young person, but after, there are 4 seasons, and there are seasons also in our lives.
Yeah.
We can't stay acting like a teenager.
There's no two seasons at one time. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't stay acting like your early 20s. That was a good time. That was a good place at that time, Fletcher.
Yeah.
Now you're in another zone. Be there. Be in that zone. Let's improve. Walking in purpose. Walking in your purpose. Man, I've enjoyed this show, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Walking in your purpose, man. And I want people to it might take a decade to do this, man.
Thank you.
It might take 2 decades, man. I'm gonna say you 30. It might take you till you 40.
Right.
It might take you till you 50. But the journey, the ride, if you can just sit back, when you plan it out, let me tell you something. When you can sit down and write it out, and you can go there and you go visit it and all that stuff, and you seeing it happening, and you write it in there, then you put in your life, man. When you start seeing it like that, you're not just blowing. I said on one of my shows, I said, man, I remember when I finally got to the point. I said I was in my ship and I landed my ship and I said I'm not going back. I demolished the ship. I tore all the cells back. I started building my home right there on that island. I'm not going. People, well, you never know. No, I know I'm not going back there. I would never be back there. See, I made a decision that would never be that. I made a decision. I left simple as my kids. My wife and I say, all my kids gonna have their own room. All my kids gonna have braces. I started putting rules on the thing. I started setting up rules. Hey, I'm gonna have my kids buy my car. I started putting rules on it. Listen, I did that when I was sleeping on the air mattress. I told my son, when he came live, when he had a little ragged, so I said, listen to me, son. Just rock with me. I promise you would not be like this. You will have your own. You have this. You're gonna be. I told him exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna move to a nice place, go to school. You're gonna have your own room. You're gonna do this, everything. See, you can create the life you want. You just scared to. You've been lying to yourself for so long, you don't even believe yourself no more. Oh, that ain't it. When you start putting them goals and saying, hey, and then somebody will come and tell you, hey, wait a minute, slow down. You trying to get it too fast. You're not ready for that. You have opportunities that when I was becoming, I didn't even know I didn't know why the Most High had blessed me so good. I didn't even know. And I walked away from one of my blessings. That's when I wasn't ready. I don't worry about it. You learn, I'm going to see you still got that on my, see, that's what we be begging. Please help me. Let me get that life. If you ain't ready, you'll mess it up even worse. See, he already know your trauma. So now you don't believe, and I give it to you, then you lose. You say, see, now man, you worse than what you were from the get-go.
Right.
See, that's what I mean. You got to become something. Yes, you're gonna have storms. No area is gonna be storms. You're gonna have issues. Things gonna happen, but you're getting stronger. Just like when you go to the gym.
And not only that, too, Fletcher. Even in the storm, you might discover your passion.
Oh yeah, you're gonna start.
You may find something out about you didn't know before just going through the storm.
You might find out something about your wife, your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you got to go through the storm. You might find something about the whole. See, when you're going through the storm, man, we said all the time, when there's bad goods around, we choose not to look. See, that's when you need to see. Wait a minute, what's happening around me? I see the house on fire. I see the smoke. Well, but you don't see your son getting everybody up. Picking them up, getting the stuff, running out the door, coming back in. You just sitting there like you don't see the one that's been lazy. He's been lazy all life, but he jumped up and he get things. But the house is burning. But look at my son.
Look
He
how
coming in after
courageous.
help sure people there.
Hmm.
See, things are happening, but you choose to look at the bad. What good can come? How this gonna bring us closer together? How can it be? But we looking at these things. See, we so chopped up into things and not looking for the purpose, not looking at what comes from this. And that's what I try to use. So the Most High told me, hey, when you up and smiling, everything fine, hey, when that storm come, I want the same energy. I want the same energy. Trust me when it's there, trust me when it's down. I want the same energy. And that's the problem. You start giving that same energy a thought. It's a trust factor. You start understanding, because let me tell you something, when you become something, them situations, like Sean said, them situations that you was in, you're not gonna put yourself in those no more. See, I used to go to jail. I'm not going to see. I'm going to jail. I'm not going to jail for the certain things I went to jail for. You know, there might be some old stuff coming, but it's gonna be a whole nother attitude. I'm not losing things. I'm not putting myself in no predicament no more. Oh, I'm paying the IRS. I'm getting the IRS, giving their money to them if I owe them. I'm taking out my driver's license is gonna be good. I ain't doing no domestic. I'm not doing none of those things I did. So I had to worry about those things. I'm trying to go to a better thing. See, the party is growing to the better. It's growing, reaching out for the best thing, not understanding the opportunity that's above. See, once you start getting above that ground, now you what opportunities, what I'm aware of. That's the things that you're looking for. I'm not looking back saying, whoa, I'm going forward. I got a partner that call me all the time. He be talking about some old stuff, and I hear him, I listen to him. I'm not, hey, yep, I get you, bro. I'm happy. Yeah, man, I'm doing it. Oh, that's good, bro. Well, keep on doing your thing. All right, I'll holler at you, man. Hey, that's him. I choose not to do that. I'm not going back there. I'm moving forward.
That's the key.
That's it.
That's the key, friends. Hey, folks, if y'all enjoy the show, make sure you subscribe, hit like, and share. Friends, we got so much we trying to give you, and we on once a week. But if you love us enough, subscribe to us so that you don't miss any of our content live. But we're on YouTube. So if you would subscribe, you'll never miss a show. And again, you can always find us on YouTube, World Premiere Word on the Streets. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend, and y'all help us grow. We believe, and you know it's true, more people need to hear what we're talking about. You know somebody next to you is struggling, and you know where their head is. You know where your head is. And you're not getting this. You're not getting on your social media platform. And it's okay to have your moment. You know, think of it like going to school. You have recess, and sometimes you have to have some steak also. You got to have some good stuff. We're giving you steak. We're giving you filet mignon. And we're sharing it with you, and we're asking you all to share it with others. Last word, my brother.
Hey, extraordinary being shot. Also, extraordinary got personal development for the soul on YouTube, and also I got D, the letter D, THE, Blind Truth. Also, we have our single individual. We have our pages, and we come together on World Premiere Word on the Street. You know what I'm saying? We come together on TikTok. On TikTok, Facebook. We trying to get this out to help people grow. We doing our small part. We can sit there and say, oh, what these kids, what people doing, what are you doing?
We're
not leaving it to the preacher. We're not leaving it. We doing our part.
That's right.
Our cup is full. Now we just want to let it overflow into that. You know what I'm saying? We're not working hard. We're working smart. You know what I'm saying? So we doing our part. And if you want, his voice touches you and move you, come on, man. My voice touch. Come on, let's roll. So that's what it is. We're trying to give you Batman and Robin. You know what I'm saying? I'm
oh, man. No. So, there's a lot of people who tune in would beg to differ.
I'm gonna tell you, we all got talents and all that, but Sean do the videos, man. He do some great videos, man. I tell him that all the time, man. How he put these things together, and he started off. You know, I can talk all day, but man, it's to have that talking and to have the videos. You know what I'm saying? And give that extra flavor to it, man.
Yeah. We bring both of that together. We think we got a good show for y'all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a great show for him. So
Like
I understand where you at. I've been there, and it's hard breaking that wall.
You're right. We understand where they are.
Yeah. So keep coming, keep searching. To seek and you find, to seek something, you got to question it.
And
So
you
that
know what
means,
else too? You wonder, you know, we know where y'all at because you wonder if you're gonna stay committed to it. You see, friend, don't think of it like that. Just start one day at a time. You're gonna slip, you're gonna fall, but you keep getting up. Just keep on moving forward. Make a contract to yourself. Make a contract to yourself. This is World Premiere Word on the Streets. Selena, I see you in the chat room. Thank you so much for your support. Ladiana, we see y'all in the chat room. Fletcher and I, we thank y'all so much for y'all's support. Y'all mean
thank
the
you.
world to us. We're going to see y'all next Thursday at 7:30 Central Standard Time. Thank y'all again for tuning in.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the experience.
Here at World Premiere Word on the Streets, you can always expect it to be informative, engaging, irresistible, passionate.
If you're ready to do the work to heal your inner child and transform your life,
tune in every Thursday evening at 7:30 Central Standard Time with extraordinaire and the amazing Keith Fletcher. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share us with a friend.
This has been a world premiere of the Word on the Streets experience.